How to Improve Absolutely Anything by Katie Labedz. Chapter 17, Doing It the Same Way Every Time, Standard Work. Why do you follow your grandma's handwritten recipe on a 3x5 card to make your cheesecake? Why do pilots go through a pre-flight checklist prior to takeoff? Why does your doctor take your blood pressure every time you go to see her? It's all standard work. Standard work is the most powerful lean tool in the world. You have to say that in your head with the voice of the announcer from the WWF. We use standard work so that we can have the same result each time. Whether it's a fantastic cheesecake that tastes like grandma's, really, a safe flight, standard work allows for consistency. As we follow it, we should have the same result time after time. Standard work is known under a few other names: work instruction, standard operating procedure or SOP, job aids, etc. It documents how we perform the work currently. The key here is currently. And these processes have to be updated for a reason to ensure everyone is doing it the exact same way. With a standard repeatable process, we will see predictable results, also known as reduced variation. And of course, I've shown you what happens when you don't follow that standard work. I get to work without my car keys. We use standard work to train team members as this documents how they do their job or specific task. It also provides a baseline for improvement. We use our standard work documents when we're beginning our journey to process improvement. Standard operating procedures or SOPs are our baseline. We use that during a current state value stream map. We update our standard work based on the final outcome of our future state value stream map. Standard work reflects the way things need to be done every time until we improve it. Now, keep in mind that your standard work documents should be easy to understand by the person or people doing the work. The standard work for the manufacturing lines of one of the largest automobile makers in the world is all images. What? Doesn't that sound crazy? Their thought pattern is twofold. Number one, their process should be easy enough to explain with images. And number two, there is no need for language translations. Our standard work supports audits, again, because we are assuming the standard work document reflects the way you really complete the process. Instead of showing someone how you put that journal entry in the system, you can provide them with a document that explains exactly how that happens every time by any person. Now, it doesn't always have to be a document. It can also be a video. Your standard work should be stored in an area that's easily accessible. I don't want to search through endless drawers in my kitchen to find my grandma's recipe card, so I place all of her recipe cards in a box or scan them onto my tablet for quick reference. All of the standard work at a company should be stored on a SharePoint site or electronic document management system. This also ties back to the concept of 5S, ensuring that all of your standard work is in one place, always. That one place will always contain the most up-to-date version. I once worked with a team to establish a new process to onboard middle school students or transfer students newly enrolled in a local high school. When we mapped out the process and asked about standard work, the team had to take a quick break to check into their system to access the most up-to-date documentation. Guess what we found? We found that there were over 98 documented SOPs for how to onboard a new student to high school. 98! That's crazy! How did that happen? The right hand didn't know what the left hand was doing. As people improved or changed the process, they created new documents instead of updating the old. People retired and new people came in. When they couldn't find the standard work for onboarding, they made a version of their own. No one ever searched the system to see what was currently existing for this process. I'm happy to say that there is now one, yes, one standard work document for this process. Standard work can energize your team. I bet you're thinking I'm kidding, right? Remember, everyone's unique, and some people find comfort in having a document to reference so they can be certain they are doing their job or process correctly. They love black and white instructions with no room for interpretation. They get excited knowing they're doing the right thing. Sometimes when we're looking at process improvement opportunities, the best place to start is to look at the current standard work. It's one indicator of how things are working now or supposed to work so we can continue to make necessary improvements. Standard work is also an opportunity for teams to collaborate. Even if you're working with a team of two, the process should be completed collectively. Creating standard work can seem like a mundane task, but it allows us to become intentional about our actions. We can be continuous learners about our own processes and processes of others. Key reminders about standard work. Make sure they exist, preferably only one version of the truth. Know where to find them. Ensure they reflect reality and update them as you make improvements. If you have a sinking feeling right now that you don't have any standard work, or maybe you don't know where to find it, then good, I've done my job. Create the standard work if it doesn't exist. It doesn't have to be fancy. A simple document with numbered steps is a great start, or a video. If you don't know the standard work at your company, ask. You can standardize anything. I have even standardized work for my weekly trip to the grocery store. I create my list the same way every time so I don't forget anything. Look before you leap into something new. Take that cheesecake recipe on your 3x5 card, your old brown recipe box on the top shelf above the stove, and update it for future generations. Someday they'll be thankful it tastes just like yours every time.